Hey guys, it's me, So Natural. Decided to do a YouTube video because I just wanted to vent and decided to do it by doing a video. Excuse this bootleg camera on this phone. I have a webcam, but it's definitely not working right now. What prompted this video was I came across a YouTube video of Chrisette Michele doing an interview, and the interview was basically about her, just asking questions about her being in relationships. And I've always been a fan of her music, but I've never watched her in an interview, so I definitely fell in love with her all over again for a completely different reason. She was real and raw, and it's like I feel like I have so much respect for her. One question in particular she was asked was, how did she get over relationships? And I'm actually, coming out of a relationship right now. Recently I've come out of a relationship, and I'm still dealing with it even now. And I don't know, I feel like it was meant for me to come across the video that I came across with her, because it's like she was saying everything that basically I've been saying, and like how I feel about the whole relationship thing. But one question they asked her was, how does she get over a relationship? And she was like, she don't. And she was like, she's never fallen in love with anyone randomly. She's always established some type of friendship prior to the relationship. And I don't have that much experience with relationships, but with every relationship I've been in up until this point, I have established some type of friendship first. And I've always thought that that was an important factor to have with someone. Like, when you're with your friends, I feel like you can be yourself. And so being friends with someone, I feel like you kind of get the raw version of them. I know all day we can go and date someone and get into a relationship and not really establish that friendship. And I feel like I feel like coming into it and you're already thinking, oh, this is a date, and coming into it thinking, oh, I'm about to get in a relationship, I feel like it changes everything. Like, I feel like you automatically put up guards by just thinking that way. And I've never really been a fan of titles anyway, but we'll get to that in a minute. But back to the friendship part. Like I said, I feel like that's always been an important factor for me, but at the same time, it makes things hard when things end, because not only are you thinking about a relationship that has ended, but you're thinking about a friendship that has ended, because you changed the dynamics of everything by taking that next step to be in a relationship. And most people forget to be friends once they get to that point, and I'm guilty of that too. And people become weird, and I hate putting titles on things. Makes people become weird. It's like now there's expectations. Now you just can't kick it. You just can't chill and talk, say whatever you want to say. Now you have to be mindful of your words. Now you have to think about this person in a different light than you thought about them before. And I don't know, it's just everything just becomes complicated when titles are placed on things. And it's like the titles make everything intimidating, and I don't know, and it causes things to not be natural anymore, because you start thinking, oh, I'm supposed to do this now because I'm in a relationship, or I'm supposed to act this way. And every relationship I've been in, the title factor have always been initiated by the guy. And now I'm at a point where the next person I get involved with in the future, I feel like I'm going to put my foot down and say, kind of lay down my whole rule with that is I don't really want a title on it, or at least not in the aspect of like how society places, oh, we boyfriend and girlfriend, so we have to do this, we have to do that. I feel like titles causes problems because people stop being themselves. And like I said, I'm guilty of this as well. And I don't know, it's crazy that like a word like boyfriend or girlfriend can change the entire dynamics of everything. Like, that amazes me, but it happens. And don't get me wrong though, I do feel like titles are needed for some people. Like, titles definitely serve their purpose. If you need titles, then you need titles. But I feel like if you don't, then don't have them. If you can do without them, then do without them. That's just my personal view on that. Also, just watching Chrisette Michele in the video, like, she just seems so sure of herself and so confident. But she was like saying how she has had to dumb down herself, whether it be, just by her being a celebrity and making more money than a lot of guys she talked to, and just had to dumb down that, or just dumbing down herself. And I feel like I've dumbed down myself a lot by dealing with different, people, just because I didn't want them to feel a type of way. And it also goes back to you not being able to be yourself, like not being able to, I guess, put your guard completely down, or at least in my case, that's what I felt like. I couldn't put my guard completely down. And not to say that it's those guys' fault, because I feel like I wasn't comfortable with myself from start. So that played a huge part in a lot of things happening in the relationships I have been in. Me not being comfortable with who I am and being confident in myself. So when I get into a relationship, you can still be confident and comfortable, because I feel like when you get into a relationship, that's when that really comes into play. Like, you really have to know who you are. And I feel like I've been searching for who I am. Like, I kind of got the gist of it, but me being in relationships kind of stopped that progress. And it took my last relationship for me to understand that. And I feel like everything happens for a reason. Everything does happen for a reason. And my last relationship basically made me realize that I am on a journey to, being a better person. And I am on like a self-discovery. And I can't get into relationships with anyone until I'm comfortable with who I am. And I can't get into a relationship with anyone without knowing like what I want or what, I need. Because we have to tell men what we want. We have to tell men what we need. We are complicated beings, and most of the time, I feel like guys think simple and we think complex. So it's like, when we want something done, a lot of us don't say it directly. We kind of, have these little riddles or these little clues, and we get upset when these guys don't get it. But it's like, you have to be direct, and you have to just be straightforward and upfront with everything. And I feel like once you do decide to take that next step with another person, that you should give it your all. And that's another thing. I don't feel like I've ever given my all in any relationship I've been in either. But when I have felt that that guy wasn't giving his all, I've become upset about that or been hurt by that. But it's like, I wasn't giving it, therefore I was not receiving it. And like I said, it took experiences for me to realize that. And I'm still going through, even handling or getting over my last relationship. But it's like, I'm kind of taking a moment to reflect. And I've gone through so many emotions in the past weeks. Like, it's crazy. I've gone through so many phases where I'm sad, where I'm mad, I'm happy. I don't know. Like, I be feeling liberated on Monday, and on Tuesday it's like I want the world to end, and I want to call this guy and whatever. And a lot of times I've called them, text message, everything, like just trying to find out why, like trying to get, it's in my nature to always want to know why anyway. I guess that's why, I'm a writer. But it's like, I always gotta know why and why things happen. But it's like, sometimes your emotions cause you to be blind. Like, the why can be sitting and staring you right in your face, but because you're all emotional and you're going through stuff, it stops you from seeing the bigger picture. Because like I said, everything happens for a reason, and sometimes you can't see that reason why you're going through it. When you in a storm, you can't, you're praying that you get out of this storm and you hope you come out alive. But it's kind of hard when it seems like this is it. But when you wake up the next day, or when the sun comes out and you see that you're still there, you see that you're still standing, like, that's beauty in that. And that, like I said, with every situation, you should just think about that is temporary, and it's a lesson in it. So of course, like I said, it's easier said than done, but there's a lesson in everything, and you just gotta be mindful of that and take everything for what it is, and stop searching for answers and just let things be. And that's coming from me, that's a lot, because I'm the most over analytical. I gotta know why, when, who, how, everything. So by me saying that, actually it feels good, because I feel like that's the path that I've been on. And maybe my last relationship was the final straw. Maybe that, what the universe set to happen so that I can finally arrive at this point that I've been trying to get to. But yeah, definitely know who you are. take it for what it is. Learn all the lessons you can. Make the mistakes. Fall in love. Get your heart broken. Fall in love again. Like, it's life. And you just have to, you know, just go with it. And it's beautiful. You just have to enjoy it. And just also just stay focused on being the better you, though. Like, never allow a man or a relationship or anything keep you from loving you first, because that's very important. But until next time, peace.